example, has launched stricter environmental and structural inspections on tankers passing through its waters, focusing on aging vessels that are typical of the shadow fleet. These measures aim to raise the costs and risks for ships trying to use this route. Fourth, we come to the strategic attacks. The destruction or damage of large refineries like Saratov means that even if crude gets through, there may not be capacity to process it. Moreover, such strikes impose psychological and operational pressure on Russia's internal logistics. When a refinery is out of commission, fuel shortages ripple through military, industrial, and domestic sectors, and there may be more. Submarine cables, power lines, or undersea infrastructure in the Baltic have experienced suspicious damage as well. A track mark from a dragged anchor was found on the seabed near the path of a suspect Shadow Fleet tanker, linked to disruptions in power supplies. That suggests the Shadow Fleet could be used not only for transport, but as a tool in hybrid warfare, capable of sabotage beyond pure logistics. As a result, Russia now faces a cascade of logistical, financial, and strategic headaches. Without reliable Baltic exports, it must turn to longer, more circuitous routes, through the Arctic, via the Black Sea if possible, or through third-country intermediaries. Those routes are costlier, slower, and less dependable. Europe and NATO, aligned nations, in turn, see both opportunity and risk. They can choke Russia's revenue streams further, tighten enforcement at choke points, and expand naval and satellite monitoring. But there's also risk, spillovers, retaliation, and escalation. Key uncertainties remain. Can Russia reconstitute refining capacity elsewhere? Will it shift more toward pipeline exports, or strengthen ties with countries less inclined to enforce sanctions? Can Shadow Fleet operations survive under sustained pressure? In the short to medium term, the erosion of the Baltic supply line delivers a strategic blow. It reduces Russia's flexibility, raises the marginal cost of every barrel, and puts pressure on both its export revenues and internal supply chains. So in summary, the main Baltic fuel supply is gone, is more than a slogan, it's a structural shift. With Shadow Fleet operations endangered, refinery infrastructure under attack, and international watchdogs on high alert, Russia's energy posture is entering a new, fraught phase. The stakes are high, not just for Russia, but for Europe's energy security and the dynamics of the war economy. Thanks for sticking around. If you found this insightful, do like and share. Let me know in the comments which angle you want to dive deeper into Shadow Fleet logistics, sanctions enforcement, or the impact on Europe's fuel markets. I'll see you in the next video.